Welcome back to Gist with D, your favorite gist coach. Look, grab your favorite drink, pull up a comfortable chair, and make sure your earphones are plugged in properly because today we have a classic Nollywood secret to unwrap. Now, if you have been following the movie scene lately, you know everyone is talking about the big political thriller, the high-stake drama and the powerful moves, the backstabbing and of course the explosive chemistry between Bimbo Ademoye and Timini Egbuson. They have been everywhere, on our screens, on our timelines, trending back to back. When you watch them play these intense political charge roles, it just feels right. Their back and forth tension, the fire, the effortless charisma, it feels like the script was written specifically for the two of them from day one. But what if I told you that Bimbo and Timini were never supposed to touch those roles? When this piece of news landed on my desk from my industry insider, my jaw literally dropped. The two people we saw on screen blowing us away were actually Plan B. So, who were the original picks and why did everything fall apart at the last minute? Let's break it down. Let's step back to when this project was still in the early pre-production. The producers and the directors had a completely different vision for this movie. Instead of going with Bimbo and Timini, who represent that vibrant, sharp electric on-screen dynamic, they wanted a very specific type of classic power couple, looked to sell the politic weight of the story. So who was originally cast for Timini's political role? Once on the street and confirmed by multiple production assistants is that the studio originally locked in Richard Mofe Damijo RMD, or a star of that senior commanding caliber for the lead political heavyweight, with Danilola Adigbeti lined up opposite him to play the sharp calculating female strategist. So think about how different that movie would have felt. RMD brings that soft statesman aura, while Damilola has that sleek, quiet fire presence. The director wanted a mature, slow-burn political drama aimed straightly at highbrow cinema audiences. So how on earth did we jump from a mature political thrillers to having Timini and Bimbo step into the arena and totally take over? Behind the scene, things started getting messy very quickly. Production on major films is a fragile thing, and three massive roadblocks hit the original casting choice like a freight train. When you're dealing with veteran stars, their calendars are booked out 8 to 12 months in advance. The production dates for this film kept shifting due to location permits and funding delays. By the time the directors was ready to yell action, the original leads were already locked in other international projects. When the studio ran the numbers, hiring senior veterans, royalty alongside a massive ensemble cast pushed the budget through the roof. The investors started asking, can we get maximum box office draw and social media dominance without blowing our entire budget on just two actors? This was the biggest turning point. The test screenwriters and producers realized that politics in real life isn't just played by old guard politicians anymore. The youth are the ones driving the conversation, the outrage and the energy. They realized that to make this movie go viral, they needed actors who could embody young power, ambition, and fierce chemistry. This is where the magic happened. The director made a bold call, rewrite the age dynamic of the political rivals, alliance, and call in Timini Egbuson and Bimbo Ademoye. Now picture the pitch meeting. Timini brought that charismatic silver-tongued, sharp-suited politician energy. He made the character look suave, dangerous and modern. Bimbo brought raw intensity, emotional range and that fierce, zero-nonsense delivery that keeps audiences glued to the screen. When they put Timini and Bimbo together in the screen test reading, boom, the room went silent. The chemistry wasn't just good, it was explosive. It turns what could have been a dry political dialogue movie into an absolute tension-filled roller coaster. Instead of reading lines like a boring boardroom meeting, Bimbo and Timini made every political debate feels like a personal war. Looking back at the final cut and the crazy reaction from fans, it's safe to say this was one of the best last-minute casting swap in recent Nollywood history. If the original cast had stayed, sure, it would have been a solid, prestigious drama. But with Bimbo and Timini, it became an instant cultural moment. It trended on Twitter, dominated TikTok edits, and proved that both of them can handle heavy, serious, high-stake drama just as effortlessly as they handle romance or comedy. Sometimes the best decisions in filmmaking are the ones made out of absolute depression, and that is the hidden thing behind the casting of this iconic political role. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Do you think the movie would have been better with the original mature cast, or did Timini and Bimbo completely nailed it? If you enjoyed this insider breakdown, make sure to pass this voice note around to your fellow Nollywood lovers. This has been Gist with D, your favorite gist coach, signing off. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and I'll catch you guys in the next update. Bye bye.